Hello everybody, welcome to this channel once again, and if you are new here, click on the subscribe button. So our next tool is the brush tool. So the brush tool is very simple and easy to use. So up here we have the size and the hardness and the angle of the brush. So if you click here, we have the different types of brush over here, the same as the size. We have the angle over here, the roundness, the hardness, and the spacing. So I'll increase the size of the brush and just draw. Very simple and easy. Okay, so I'll go back. So our next tool is the pencil tool. The pencil tool is very rudimentary, very basic kind of drawing for so this is how the pencil tool works. You can increase the size. You can also decrease the size. You can use the pencil tool to do so many things. Very simple. So our next tool is the color replacement tool. So the color replacement tool, I won't use this image, I'll go for this rather. So this is what I just did right now. So I'm just going to change the color of the circle or ellipse. So I'll start with the violet one. So they said I should rasterize it before changing the color. So I'll just right click and rasterize layer. So the color that I want to use over here, so I want to use black. So as you can see, you have to click and hold. So I'll go to the other one, do the same thing, rasterize the layer and change the color to light blue. This is the work of the color replacement tool. Just replace colors. So the next tool is the mixture brush tool. So I'm going to zoom in the picture. So what the mixture brush tool does is to color or mix the old color with the current color. So I have choose red as the current color, so I'm going to increase the size of the brush. So you can see that the red is mixing with the blue. You can see that. Okay, I'm going back. So our next tool is the clone stamp tool. So what the clone stamp does is to remove the image from one place to the other. So I'll just click on this image and I'll move it from the position to the other position, like this. Okay, so you can see. So this is the original position and this is the current position. The next tool is the pattern stamp tool. So the pattern stamp tool, I'm going to use this picture. I have a different picture over there, so I'm going to use this picture. So I'll choose a pattern. So I'll choose this pattern and I'll draw it like this, and I'll go to the blending mode and put it at multiply, and after that I'll decrease the opacity to 70. So you can see how that's our next tool is the history brush tool. So we are going to start it this way. We're going to choose the Helen brush tool to move this image from the picture. After that, then we use the history brush tool to bring it back. So we go in for the history brush tool. I'll increase the size this way, and I'll bring the image back again. So this is the work of the history brush tool. So the next tool is the art history brush tool. So what this brush does is to, so I'll be using this picture for the art history brush tool. So there are different type of tight, short, and we have loose, long. So I'm going to choose dab for the design. So I'll be using this so like this. Like this. Our next tool is the eraser tool. So the eraser tool can erase anything like this. And up here you can see the size of the eraser tool. You can decrease it or increase it, the hardness, and the type of brush we have over here. You can also get the type of brush over here and the angle. So our next tool is the background eraser tool. The background eraser tool, it erases the background of a logo. So I'll take this image, I'll increase the size so I want this, so it erases the background of a logo, so like this. So when doing this, you have to make sure you won't get closer to the logo. You will not get closer to the logo, else so clean. You can decrease it more and come back. So you have to do it slow. Okay. So when you doing this, you have to take your time and do it. So like this, perfectly like this. I'll go back. A magic eraser tool is similar to the magic wand tool, so it detects the edges and color contrast basically, and it erases whatever you are clicking on. So you want to erase the background, so just click here once and it will erase everything over here. Click only once to erase everything for you. So our next tool, we're going to the gradient tool. So the gradient tool, I'll use this image, my gradient tool. So I'll stand up here, click and hold and bring it all over like this. Oh, sorry, but you just have to create a layer and do it like this, or maybe you have to change the red to black so that to be black and white. So to black and white like this. Okay, perfectly. So you move your mouse to multiply. So you see here is that much, so you have to what? Decrease the opacity like this. Okay, so it's okay. So after that we have, so the gradients, we have the radial gradient. This is the radial gradient. Let me increase the opacity so you can see it well. This is the radial gradient. Yeah. This is the radial gradient. And this is an angle gradient. Angle gradient. And this is the reflected gradient. This is how it is. Reflected gradient. And the last one is the diamond gradient. Diamond gradient, you can see diamond gradient. It's like a diamond. So our next tool is the paint bucket tool. So the paint bucket tool, I'm going to use this one. So I'll change the color to red and use the paint color tool. So the paint color tool, I'm just going to change the background, or you can use it to change any logo or any background you want. So I'll just click and to change the background. So this is how I change the background using the paint bucket tool. Subscribe, share and like. Thank you.